And again, here's Bryan Kramer. He just came off the stage at Social Media Day Denver. Bryan, how are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling, well, since we're a mile up, can I say I feel high?
Yes. Well, in just one respect?
Yes.
So we do have Canna Luxury Tours right behind us. So
we do, yes. More an energy high.
Very good.
Yeah, but I'm feeling really, really good because the audience was just so, warm here, so it makes a difference.
Well, I did see you had them do the wave at one point.
Yeah. I like doing that because, first of all, it's right before lunch. So let's get everyone moving. But I do that because it's all about how to get things to go viral, and everyone wants something to go viral, and how do we get that to happen? And the wave is a great example in that because it really takes one person to start it, and then it grows into a little bigger community and a bigger community, and sometimes it doesn't go around. Other times it goes around and around and around, and you're like, wow, how did that happen? And it has to do with the weather and the type of game and everything else. And that's the same thing in business. When it goes viral, it has to do with certain different elements, and that's what makes it easier.
I remember I had a client one time say, "Hey, can you make this go viral?" And I was like, if I could do that, I wouldn't need to work for a living.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, it took Crazy George at the Oakland A's to get it started in 1984. It took him 2 years to do the wave. So it's not something that you can just do to get things viral. But once you do it, then you have your recipe and you understand how it works, and you can repeat it and you can get it to go a little bit better each time.
Now, I want to bring up something I noticed that you brought up in your talk, which I don't know that we see this in a keynote all the time, but you brought up Meet the Fockers,
yes.
The movie with Ben Stiller. And I would love to know, how does that tie into your talk today?
It ties into my life, really, because I am Gaylord Fokker. So it took me a while to say that out loud, but I can finally own that. And so Gaylord Fokker, I love Gaylord Fokker and Meet the Parents because he stands for being genuine and heartful and caring and humorous. Like, he embraces his humor, whether he likes to or not. And so when everything goes wrong in that whole movie, you can't help but love him. And that's what I think represents humanity, is when you get to embrace that kind of level of embracing your humanity in a moment when you send out, like I gave an example of sending out an email to everyone, and I had Dear Name at the top instead of their actual name, and it went out to 30,000 people, and I was like, oh. And then the next day I said, Dear Name again, ... just kidding, I know your name is Bob. And the reason I was like, you got to own it. You're going to screw up. You're going to send these things out. And that is a lot better than actually what's coming with robots, where it just does it automatically, because we like emotion. We like it when someone messes up, but, they embrace it and they're human about it.
Well, and, I love live streaming. We're live streaming this right now. That human-to-human thing, the factor that you bring up, is so key to that. I mean, Joel Comm used Chewbacca Mom earlier, where right. She just had this very authentic thing she shared with the world, and again, it went viral. But it's so key. Do you think that's where people are really going now? They don't necessarily want just that, oh, you're cold and professional and perfect. I want to see your humanity.
Right. Yeah. And we have Don Swick Renshaw on, who is one of my favorite humans, speaking about human to human. When you can also embrace humor in what you do, because I think that people want to be entertained, and they want to know, okay, there's there's all the emotions. Like, we connect with emotions. We connect with surprise and joy and even sadness and anger. And those things are the things that actually drive the response you get. So when you share in these emotions, you're going to get the same thing back. And you can not control it because you want to be who you are, but you also want to put out the different emotions so that they get to know the 360 of who you are.
I love that, the 360 of who you are. And I think, too, once you know that you can exude those emotions, you can empathize then with the people you're talking to so that you're able to serve them better.
Oh, empathy is huge. Empathy is what's missing in most businesses. When they lack empathy and we don't see them embrace that, we don't connect to those companies and we don't want to buy from them. And so empathy is one of the biggest traits for being human.
Well, I hope all the brands out there are watching and listening. This is why this is such a great event, too. It's not just about social media. That's obviously the focus. but this is going to help people do better business, right? And help them monetize, earn their livings, but really impact people more widely. Bryan, what else? What do you have on the horizon? Anything you'd like to share?
Right now, I'm just working on our new membership site. It's a site for helping people to build their personal brands and how to do these about. And so it uses what I just went over called the Climb formula, which is built into it, and it's called ownyourline.com, and you can sign up and do 30 days or 60 days or a full year, depending upon what you want to do, and it'll walk you through those steps of building your personal brand.
Can we sign up for that now, or is it coming down the pipe?
No, it's open right now at ownyourline.com.
Ownyourline.com. Go visit Bryan Kramer. Thank you for your time. Go grab some lunch, because I think it's about that time of day.
It is. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. After lunch with another slew of awesome speakers, Mr. Bryan Kramer. You guys have a great lunchtime.